Hey guys, hope everyone's well. MKS here. Back again with you. Back again at you with another video. The point of this video is I'd just love to have your feedback. I think I need your feedback to tell me what sort of advice you think what sort of videos you would like to see, and how you think I can improve. And I know I got some feedback saying that no one really likes the lists that I do, so I was wondering. I know I'm a creature of habit, but I'll try and, if some people come out there and say they actually enjoy those lists, then I think it would be, obviously I think it'd be great. And I'd love to know as well how many what people think about my progress so far, if they think I've improved on these videos, or if they think they've seen no improvement, or just generally what you think about these videos. Again, like what sort of things you'd like to see, or how you think I've done. Dare I ask? I don't know if I dare ask for your feedback, but how you think I've done since I've started making videos, or possibly what some of your least or most favourite videos are. Maybe I could try and look at them and think, is there a theme between what videos people don't like and what videos people do like, which I've made. Yeah, so that's the point of this video. Is I'd love to have your feedback again. Like, if you let me know any, as I say, what sort of videos you have not enjoyed, or what sort of videos you have enjoyed. Second best to last, and how you think I could be more, how I could do better, and also I'd love to know how I compare to other YouTubers who have made, when they started their videos. I don't know if maybe if I hear the response, maybe I won't like it so much. I don't know, but as I say, I know I'm a creature of habit, but I'd love to have some suggestions, see how I can improve and basically how people think I've done so far in my first. I think maybe I should have asked this a bit earlier. I think I started making videos from September, so I've been doing it for 2 months now. So actually making videos. So I say maybe I should have asked after the first month, but I've just thought about making this video now, about asking for your feedback about how you think my first couple of months have gone. And I know I might not like some of the negative comments, but I suppose if you're going to be on YouTube, you've probably got to take some of those comments on board. And but yeah, I mean, it'd be great, obviously, to have some comments saying from people who say they like my videos, because then it will give me positivity and confidence to know that someone out there actually hopefully likes the content, obviously. And in the past, I've always wanted things to just work out, just happen naturally. But obviously, as I've got older, I've learned that it takes time for things to work. But you have to put the effort in, and you have to take action and work to the best of your ability and things like that. So things don't just happen. You can't just make money overnight or do well overnight. So with these videos, I've kind of thought, if I give myself a year, which my target is within a year, to earn enough money to become financially independent, at least, and show people with other people with learning disabilities what you can accomplish. Obviously, anything above that would be a bonus. As I said, if I do make a lot of money, most of it I'll give away nowadays anyway. So again, I also hope to support a lot of charities, but again, a part of me wants to do it really quick and overnight. And obviously, the quicker I do it, the better. But obviously, it's difficult to make targets, I'll say. But I thought if I give myself a year, then at least I won't lose hopefully too much enthusiasm if I'm not making enough views or doing well as well as I like initially. So sometimes it is difficult if you see not many people check it, or you don't think many people are checking out your videos, or you've got nothing to compare it to. But I mean, I don't think as long as YouTube's still running, I think I'll still make videos anyway, as often as I can, because as long as I've got the opportunity, because it's something I enjoy doing, and it's something I feel more. Generally, I think it's more, as I talked about before, being more free and flexible than a 9 to 5 I suppose I'm not really hardworking and driven enough to do like business, to be honest with you, to run my own business. If I was a bit more organised, or perhaps I should read up on this, or I don't really like to read, but maybe I should find some way to find out about this, like how to run a philanthropic venture, or how to support NGOs, or ones that I believe in anyway, that do work that I think is good across Africa and Asia, places like that, say especially Africa in terms of technology, and Asia generally, and Africa generally, but specifically like in technology, like software engineers and people like that. And yeah, supporting Asian scientists and mathematicians and all sorts of things like that. So, I mean, YouTube is one of the main ways I enjoy making YouTube videos. Sometimes I don't enjoy it as much as I like, but when I think about it, it's quite a flexible way to try and earn a living, and especially at the moment, because I have a few problems with, as I say, with learning disabilities, but also with other conditions like, dare I say, like mental health problems, which I hope to discuss. Obviously, not always easy to discuss, but I don't know if it's a mental health problem or it's something else. But I like struggle to get up in the morning, so that would make a 9 to 5 or things like that. Today I didn't get up till 11 o'clock, so I've only been up half an hour, but probably my own fault because of my diet and things like that as well. So I've got to take some responsibility for it, I think. But so I think doing a 9 to 5 or running a business would be really difficult for me. But I don't want to rely on benefits, and I don't want to get things done for free. Like, part of me does think, like, to make a YouTube video, all you're doing is stand in front of a screen and talking. So I talked about it before. I'm not saying I'm holier than thou, or I'm not saying I'm holier than thou, or I feel like a bit of fraud talking about religion, because there's certain things I disagree with about the Bible, like about relationships or things like that. But I'm not a big fan of formal relationships or things like weddings or marriages or things like that. But in terms of the spiritual teachings about not being lazy and doing your best, there's sort of things I agree with, as well as the charitable thing. I think part of the reason why I want to give my money away is like for I think some of the spiritual or religious, or whatever you call it, reasons are there as well as anti-imperial reasons, and challenging white supremacy on the far right, or things like that. But yeah, so like, I think, the Bible says, and I'm sure other religions have something similar, so I don't want to offend people by pushing one religion or whatever, but the Bible says that, the Holy Bible says that you shouldn't be lazy, and you should always try your best. I think that's a lot of the message. And a person who doesn't work shouldn't eat. Or I think there's a biblical quote which says, a man who doesn't work shouldn't eat. Today's version might be like, a person who doesn't work. I don't know, but I suppose some people believe in traditional roles as well. Not that I believe in traditional roles, but I do believe that you should try and contribute something before you get something. Like being on benefits for so long, it was still on benefits at the moment, unfortunately, but it's kind of like, excuse the corniness, but it plays on your conscience about what I think, the effort I think people should, I can put it, you shouldn't, some people might argue the government shouldn't give people money just for the sake of it. And it is difficult, I think, if you're disabled, like physically disabled or mentally disabled or learning disabled, as I say, 3 types of disabled groups I talk about, but I think it's quite difficult. So obviously, if you've got problems and for whatever reason you can't work, and I think, as I've talked before, I think if someone can just load YouTube videos, and if we can support disabled YouTubers, then at least it's not people being my other thing about looking at it is, like, it's not people being forced to give money to people who are disabled or people who are disadvantaged, but they're doing something, even if it's just making a video, recording themselves or recording their life about being disabled. At least they're offering some sort of service. And sometimes when I watch YouTube videos, if I want to support a YouTuber or a YouTube channel like African News Channel or African Tech or whatever, I sometimes just type it in the search bar, and then I kind of watch the excuse me, sorry. I kind of watch the video. Like sometimes I just leave it running in the background, and I go and make a cup of tea or do something else, or go and do some writing if I can, or if I don't have writer's block, or I find something else to do while that's just running. So I'm literally just watching the channel just to support their channel if it's something I agree with, like if it's something I support. Like charities, I would only wish to support charities which I actually agree with. Nothing to do with I should be careful what I say because I don't offend anyone. But if a charity I don't actually believe it's actually making a genuine positive contribution, or obviously that's not always easy to find out. But if it's anything to do with like militarism or things like that, I don't support those sort of things. But if it's something that I believe is generally going to help disabled people, homeless people, or disadvantaged people in some way, I generally try and support those charities. Sorry, I've probably gone way off track, way off topic, but because the point of this video, as I say, was to try and get your, sorry if I'm waffling, but is to try and get your feedback about how you think the channel's going, or how it can improve, any sort of feedback. And I don't know if it looks like I'm not always taking on board the advice, but I always look at it and think, what could I do to improve? And like if you've got a channel and you want me to react to your channel as well, and things like that, which also would give you views as well, perhaps, because like I'll be reacting to your channel, so more people could perhaps find out about it, and that we can support each other. Like I love to see like YouTubers of color, Black, Asian, mixed race like myself, and Native American and other such YouTubers supporting each other as well as disabled YouTubers. I definitely love to support disabled YouTubers. Hopefully, if I remember, I'll try and subscribe to any. If you can post any links as well for any YouTubers who you think are ethical or from disadvantaged backgrounds, please don't hesitate to put the link in. I'll try and subscribe to them. Or if you are from one of those groups, then I will subscribe to like disabled or YouTubers of color, disabled YouTubers of color, or people like that. And yeah, so I think as communities, like disadvantaged communities, like supporting each other, I'd say YouTubers of color, especially YouTubers from Africa and Asia and places like that, and supporting indigenous YouTubers as well. I hope to support those and subscribe to them, try and watch some of their videos and give them likes and things like that. And I often do that with like African or Asian news channels and things like that. So yeah, sorry if I waffled and gone a bit off topic, but I'd say I'd love to know, like, from my first couple of months, how I've been doing, if you've seen any improvement, or if you think that there's any videos I've done that resonate with you, or been good videos. Then I'd say I know some of the feedback might be negative, or as I say, I should probably be able to take that on the chin a little bit, because that's the nature of being online as well. So anyway, hopefully I'll be able to accept when people perhaps don't like the content or might have something good to say, but like I would never do that to someone else's content personally, hopefully. But if I don't like a YouTuber, I just ignore them. But I'm more about spreading positive vibes, peace and love, and all that sort of stuff. So I look at the YouTubers I'd like to support, as I say. I'm hoping like to subscribe to and generally support any YouTube, like disabled YouTubers or YouTubers of color, or minorities, or again YouTubers I think are ethical, or things like that. Like as I say, but especially YouTubers from Africa and Asia, indigenous communities, the four as I've talked about before. So anyway, hope you like this video. As I say, please don't hold back any feedback. I really appreciate your support. Thanks guys, peace out.